Tension in the French press after this alleged bombing in Damascus yesterday. 3 top military and security leaders, including Bashar al-Assad's brother-in-law.
That's right. Now, this is according to Syrian state TV. It's getting a lot of coverage in the French press, starting with Libération that says the regime is hit at its heart, le pouvoir frappé au cœur. They say that a suicide bomb decapitated Bashar al-Assad's security apparatus, and he no longer controls Damascus. Now, in their editorial, Libération says that Syria has reached a real turning point, and that after 16 months of harsh repression, torture, tens of thousands of dead and wounded, the regime has lost its bet. It's the biggest blow to the country's rulers since the uprising started. And the editorial says that this event was very, very symbolic, not only because it hit at the heart of the capital, but because it hit the headquarters of national security, the symbol of repression, and also probably one of the most well-protected buildings in Damascus. So it's proof that the regime is no longer in control. But Libération points out fighting isn't over, and it could get worse now that Bashar al-Assad has his back against the wall, echoing these fears that the regime might be planning to use chemical weapons. Libération isn't very optimistic about the post-Assad era, and it fears the country could be really destroyed and torn apart.
Libération also looking at the opposition, namely the Free Syrian Army.
That's right. It says that the Free Syrian Army is ready to take power. Now, this is a strikingly different portrayal of the army than at the beginning of the uprising, when it was described as a disorganized, ill-equipped, and amateur bunch of deserters. Libération says that the Free Syrian Army is more and more organized, and proof of this is this offensive on Damascus that we're seeing right now. The ranks have swollen in recent months. For many Syrians, the Free Syrian Army is the last hope of overthrowing the government. Now, whatever is the case, it's definitely true that according to Libération, that the Free Syrian Army is going to play an important role in Syria's transition.
A lot of people, of course, calling this a bit of a turning point. You picked up something from the Christian newspaper La Croix.
That's right, La Croix. It's also on its cover. It says Syria is shaken at its core. It also says that the rebellion has proven that it's capable of striking where it hurts, and it wonders whether now this will change Russia and China's position and affect their support for Bashar al-Assad's regime. Just to show you as well, it's on the cover of Le Figaro, Syrie, le clan Assad frappé au cœur. So a very similar turn of phrase from Libération, hit at the heart, a harsh blow for Syria's regime.
We've got some other stories in the newspapers as well, staying, in fact, on the front page of Le Figaro. You were just showing us tensions between the government, though, and the French car maker PSA, Peugeot Citroën.
That's right. It's a face-off between Arnaud Montebourg, so France's productive recovery minister, and Philippe Varin, the CEO of PSA. So this comes after PSA announced last week that it was going to close a historic site and have massive layoffs. Now, according to Le Figaro, Montebourg and Varin met yesterday, and ahead of this meeting, Montebourg only had harsh words for PSA. He said that the government actually didn't even have confidence in the CEO, so only harsh words. Now, nothing really has filtered out just yet about what happened during that meeting, but according to Les Echos, the business daily, tensions are running high. It says that PSA and the government are on the verge of a clash, and Le Parisien also picks up on this tension between the government and PSA. It says that Montebourg, after meeting Varin, now he wants to meet the Peugeot family, which is actually the biggest shareholder in PSA. So according to Le Parisien, the PSA soap opera is becoming personal and ugly.
Okay, and also the Tour de France is back on the front of the French newspapers. Could a Frenchman be doing well?
Absolutely.
Is my question. Yeah.
It seems to get interesting for French people anytime a Frenchman wins. And it's on the cover of Le Parisien, the incredible Vauclair. This comes after Thomas Vauclair won his second stage of the Tour de France. It's also on the cover of L'Équipe, the sports daily here. Vauclair, l'échappée belle. So Vauclair's beautiful breakaway. Now, Vauclair's second victory means that France in general has won five stages so far. So French papers are getting excited, but maybe they're getting a little carried away because it seems like a Brit is actually likely to win the Tour de France, Bradley Wiggins. So we'll just have to see.
I like the way you go to Brit and point at me as if I am that Brit. I've got another job to do at the moment. Bradley Wiggins, good luck. Sorry, anyone who's French. Flo, thank you very much.
I'm saying go France.
Florence Villeminot here with the French newspapers on France 24. Here's the headlines.